name is Rena. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be sharing with you how I landed my first ever product management internship. So to give some context, I'm currently a product manager intern at Unity Technologies on the multiplayer team and currently located at the Montreal office. I started about a month and a half ago in May. So a bit about my background. I just completed my third year of undergrad at Western University, currently pursuing dual with computer science and business. I became introduced to the field of product management the summer before my second year, but I didn't actually get serious about recruiting for product management until the summer before my third year. Fast forward now, I was able to land a top choice product manager internship at Unity, which is where I'm at now. So now let's talk about the timeline. So I started doing serious prep for product management the summer before my third year. So exactly about a year ago, around June 2021. So basically started preparing a year in advance to the internship start time. Around June, July, August, the summer before the school year, I did the majority of my preparation. So this included networking, doing product interview mocks, tailoring and preparing my resume, and researching different product opportunities. I had my resume ready by the end of summer, and then I just started sending out a lot of different applications. I remember by the end of October, I remember feeling actually kind of hopeless because I hadn't received a single interview yet despite putting out so many applications. But it was almost like as soon as I started to feel hopeless, I actually remember checking my inbox and looking through my spam for some reason, and I found an offer for first round interview. So check your spam. Just in case. It wasn't for a product management role, but anyways, that kind of got me excited again. I was, getting an interview. And so this continued from the end of October throughout November and even December. I remember end of November, I actually received 2 offers at this point, but neither were related to product management. So I was still kind of holding out for product management internship. I was able to come across this amazing opportunity, product management at Unity. I applied mid-November. I heard back from the interviewer 2 weeks later. By the end of November, I got my first round with the recruiter. And then 2 weeks later, mid-December, I got my 3 consecutive rounds, final round interviews with different product managers and product leaders in the company. And then a day after my final round, I got an offer to join as a product manager intern on the multiplayer team at Unity. Basically approximately 1 month from application to Unity to offer. So pretty quick turnaround time, pretty condensed in there from application, HR call, 3 rounds, and my offer. Now a little bit more about my application and resume. For tech, you actually don't need to write a cover letter. I have never written a cover letter for any of the applications I've sent in for product management, which is so blessed. But resume is definitely super important. This is the resume I used. Like different things you can do to stand out in the resume, which I will talk about in my tip section later on. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about my actual interview process. So like I said, the first round was with an HR recruiter. So typical introductory questions, but it's really important that you set a really strong first impression because this round is what determines whether you move on to the next final rounds. So I got asked, tell me about yourself, why Unity, why product management, and why this team in particular. The team I was applying for was multiplayer. So why multiplayer, and what is your favorite multiplayer product? After I made it through the first round, I got 3 consecutive rounds with different product managers on the team. And they're all now people that I interact with in a pretty close basis now, which is super cool. There's definitely a lot of behavioral, so a lot of typical, like, tell me about a time you had a conflict with someone, how did you resolve it? But there were also some interesting product style questions. So I remember I got asked an estimation question. So they described a type of product to me, and they asked, how many people in the city of Montreal would be interested in this product? So being able to kind of identify the different user groups, what their different needs are, what percentage of each of these groups would be interested in this product. Also, another product question I got asked was, what is your favorite game that you're playing right now, given that Unity is a game development company? And then they asked me to identify the challenges that developers face when making these kinds of games, and also why these kinds of games are successful, and also what can developers do to make a successful game, such as the game that I referenced. The day after my final round, I got a message from the recruiter saying that she had news and wanted to call. That day, I remember being really MIA because it was like the day right after my 3 consecutive interviews that were literally back to back to back. So I didn't see that message on LinkedIn until very late. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh. And then the next day, finally, we had the call and she told me I got the offer. And I remember being just so pumped and so insanely happy. And I remember right after I got it, I messaged like every single person who like helped me along the way, everyone who did a mock interview with me, who encouraged me, who supported me, who gave me advice. Okay, so now that we've kind of gone through how I landed my first product management internship, I want to break it down to 5 key tips to help you land your first product management internship. So my first tip is to have a buddy to prep with. So have a PM buddy, someone that keep each other accountable, send each other when applications come out, do weekly regular interview mocks together, give each other feedback, and just be in the process together. It doesn't have to be a very solo, lonely process. It's really great to be able to just grow with each other, learn from each other, and just really help each other out. And at the end of the day, both of you guys will be further along your goals. So it's a win-win. The second tip that I have is to gain relevant experience. A lot of times, a lot of companies aren't expecting you to have previous product management experience, but there are certain experiences that you can gain relevant skills that are applicable to product management. One of those are leadership experiences. Those experiences working in cross-functional teams, being able to communicate with diverse stakeholders, because that's essentially what you're going to be doing as a PM as well. Another type of relevant experience is maybe taking on a PM or product-oriented role in different projects that you're working on. It could be a side project, a personal project. It could be a hackathon project. Just being able to give a more product lens. Maybe you were the one who kind of suggested ideas for the product direction or the product strategy, or identified who the user groups are, or conducted more user research. And number 3, tailoring your resume. So if you have those relevant product experiences, leadership experiences, you definitely want to add that to your resume and tailor it to a product management role. Your product management resume will look different for a resume that you're using to send to consulting companies, for example. PM is typically in tech companies. You know, the format might be a little bit different. You might be able to have more room for creativity, add some colors in there. I would literally look up the hex code for the company that I'm applying to and basically color code my resume. So that's a little extra tip for you. And number 4, do not underestimate the power of networking. I know it's so overused, especially, you know, if you study business like myself, like networking, ew. It doesn't have to be seen as something like inorganic. Just genuinely see it as a way of connecting with people and learn from them, whether it's former interns at the company you're interested in, or current interns, or current full-timers, or recruiters at the company if you're lucky, if they answer you, because they get tons of messages. But, you know, reach out to these people, ask them questions, you know, maybe hop on a call with them and just learn more about what they do. And this will also help you get a better understanding of the role that you're actually applying to or interested in, and see if it's something that you actually want to do, but also help you prepare for the application interview process by seeing what their experiences are. And, you know, maybe if you're lucky, you'll also get a referral. So that definitely doesn't hurt. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.